What's up YouTube? My name is Measley and welcome back to another video. Or should you be saying welcome back to me? Because it's been a while since I last posted, but that's not the point. The point is I'm super excited because we are in another Pokemon Draft League, and this one is really unique because instead of just being one person versus one person, it's squad battles. Now I'm super excited for this. So basically how it works is there's 4 coaches and 12 players, and the 4 coaches, I was lucky enough to be one of the coaches, drafted 3 other people for their team. And then each of these squads is going to go against each other each week. It'll still just be like one-on-one battles, but the overall success of your team determines on how well each person does. Now, I'm super excited with the squad that I've got. I've got Josh, aka Jkkayy. I've got Hooper, aka Hoop99. And finally, but definitely not least, I have Sean, aka Lanky Paul. Now this is an amazing squad. I'm super excited to see what we can do. Now to get to the part that you're probably more interested in is the draft. Now really quick, the rules, it was an Uber's league. We had to draft 10 Pokemon. I believe we had 135 points, and it's an open Terra format with a limited amount of Terra points to spend. We got a team and I'm super excited, so let's hop into it. For my first pick and my Uber, I wanted a super scary offensive Mon that can just do so much, and Zamazenta fit that bill. Zamazenta has one of the fastest speeds at 138. It has an incredible ability to get a defense boost on switch-in, and its attack is already 120, and its SPDF is 115 with a 92 base HP, which is definitely nothing to laugh at. So Zamazenta is eating hits, and it is dealing an insane amount of damage so quickly, and I think Zam is going to be a huge threat that people have to prep for. Now for my second round pick, I wanted a really strong Mon that's going to be able to complement Zamazenta, and so I went with Jkkayy. Jkkayy's stab dark type moves is really going to benefit Zamazenta because Zamazenta can't hit ghost types very strongly. Furthermore, Jkkayy's special attack is absolutely out of this world, along with its ability that already decreases other Pokemon's SPDF, so Jkkayy is just going to be doing an insane amount of damage that really complements Zamazenta's physical strength. Next up, I wanted a great Terra Captain that had a little bit of bulk, and so I went with Screamtail. Now, Screamtail's utility is out of this world. It gets Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, Wish, Baton Pass. It gets both screens. Like, Screamtail just does everything. So not only is Screamtail's utility absolutely insane, but also Terra is going to push this thing even further. I could run Terra Normal Boom Burst. I could run Terra Steel to not get poisoned. I could run Terra Fire to help with the steel types that I'm weak against. Like, Screamtail just could do so much, and I'm super excited to use it on my team. On the offensive side, my team is kind of struggling against fairy types, so I decided to pick up Arcaladon. Now, I've never used Arcaladon before, but I am super excited because of, just look at those stats. Base 130 defense, 125 special attack, 105 attack. Yes, its SPDF is a little rough, but you just throw in an Assault Vest, which is super easy to do because Arcaladon has an insane coverage of moves. So I am super excited to use this thing, especially with stamina. Like, Arcaladon is just going to be a beast. Now for our 5th round pick, we got Araquanid. Araquanid does a lot. Not only is its SPDF absolutely absurd with 132, but also its typing is great. It helps me with that ground weakness that I'm kind of struggling with already. Araquanid also helps me with speed control because it gets Sticky Web. Now Sticky Web paired with Jkkayy's mediocre speed is going to help it to outspeed everything, and also that insane damage from Jkkayyy is gonna like really just make this combo great. And also Jkkayyy and Araquanid really help with that fire, grass, water core, and we'll get to the grass part later on. Now for my 6th round pick, I drafted a Mon I wanted to for a really long time, and that is Pecharunt. I mean, look at that defense stat. Base 160. Its typing is really cool. Its ability is sick, being able to confuse people that you poison, and also its signature move of Malignant Chain. Like, Pecharunt is just such a cool Mon, and it gets Parting Shot. Like, it's so dope, and I have been waiting to use Pecharunt, and I'm so excited to use it this season. Now, 2 things I always want in my team is a ground immunity and electric immunity, and who does that better than Kilowattrel? But not only Kilowattrel, but also Terra Captain Kilowattrel. That's right, this is our last Terra Captain, and I am so excited because Kilowattrel with Terra will just be able to do so much. Absolutely tear up battlefields. It's going to outspeed everything. I could set up tailwinds. I could just I could just do so much. There's so much potential with Kilowattrel as a Terra Captain, and I'm so excited, and I think it also really boosts our speed since our last few picks were kind of slow. Now, speaking of slow, we got base 65 speed Scizor, and while he's slow, he does get one infamous move, Bullet Punch, which is stab and can be boosted by Technician of Scizor. This thing, I've used it once before, and I'm so excited to have it back on my team. I really needed another physical threat because looking at my team, it is virtually all special attackers at this point, except for like Zamazenta, kind of Archaludon, and Araquanid. But I'm really excited to have Scizor on my team as the 8th round pick because his attack stat is nuts. It is such a threat. Having banded stab U-turns would just tear up teams. For my 9th round pick, I really needed a rapid spinner on my team because we're looking rough against rocks. So we got the Cyclizar. Not only does Cyclizar have Regenerator, but also it has Rapid Spin knockoff. It can do some pretty decent damage with Draco Meter with an 85 special attack. That's nothing to laugh at. But also its speed is just crazy. Like there's so much utility, and Cyclizar is just a all-around pretty great mon, and I'm super excited to use it for the first time this season. And last but definitely not least, we got Ogerpon Wellspring. We're gonna round out that Firegrass Water Core with Ogerpon, and this thing is just so crazy good. I mean, 110 base speed, 120 base attack. It's got some decent bulk to it, and its moves just hit so hard. A base 100 IV Cudgel, that stab, and it has a high crit ratio. Like, Ogerpon can just do so much. It gets Trailblaze, it gets Sword Stance. This thing can set up in your face, and you can't do nothing about it. Ogerpon is such a great pick to round off this draft. And so there we have it. There is the team. We have Zamazenta, Chi-Yu, Screamtail, Archaludon, Araquanid, Pecharunt, Kilowattrel, Scizor, Cyclizar, and Ogerpon Wellspring. We have a stacked team here, and I'm so excited to get back into making videos and provide you guys with some fun and hopefully entertaining content. See you later.